Hello and welcome to another Kabawatch women's watch sale. We've got 3 rows. The top row is a small Omega and one Movado. Then the middle row is bigger Omega and one Jaeger-LeCoultre, and the bottom row is all Cartier. Let's start with the top row. Let me just put my camera down in a comfortable position. It will make this a whole lot easier. There we go. Boom. Okay, so first up we've got this 18 karat solid white gold Movado with original buckle. Very rare piece, superb condition. Next up, 18 karat solid gold Omega Genève. The dial is not in the best condition, but it is reflected in the price. Very cheap for 18 karat solid gold. Next up, a very beautiful and rare grey sunburst Omega Genève from 1970. Superb condition, looks absolutely amazing. Then another rare bird, Omega Turler, with beautiful alpha hands. Turler was a retailer like Tiffany & Co, which still sells luxury goods to this day, mostly watches, and Omega watches often had co-branding of Turler, just like Meister and Tiffany & Co. Then this beautiful Omega Genève pops beautifully, has a small mark on the dial here between 1 and 2. The crystal also has crazing, which you can tell. It's the original crystal with Omega logo. And yeah, just from age it has this crazing which is visible under certain angles. Really sharp condition too. Next up, another super sharp Omega DeVille with sweep seconds. This one very nice condition as well. A slightly bigger size, I believe this is about 23 millimeter. These are all about 20 millimeter. Next up, we've got this Omega Genève. Let me just put it, there we go. Beautiful white sunburst dial. This one has a screw case back, so has a little bit of waterproofing, water resistance. Superb condition as well, very stunning, and comes with original Omega buckle. It's very hard to find nowadays. Then next up, this rare beauty from the 1940s. This one is has a military dial with radium lume numerals and radium syringe hands, and beautiful blue seconds hands. There you can see it pop. The dial has some marks, but overall still very nice, all original condition, and just very rare watch for its time. It's slightly bigger size, I believe about 25 millimeter. Next up, super sharp Omega Genève with a silver brushed dial. It has a white gold plated case with steel caseback, comes on a generic steel bracelet. Very comfortable mesh bracelet. You can just slide it to whichever size you want it to be, and fits about any wrist except for mine, because I'm a dude. This is for women. Next up, we've got this beautiful Omega Genève, just an Omega cocktail watch with a white linen dial. This one has already been serviced, ready to wear. It's something I forgot to tell, but all of these will come freshly serviced if they're mechanical. So yeah, you won't need to worry about any servicing in the future. Next up, we've got this Omega DeVille Square. Very nice condition, beautiful piece. The only thing is the bracelet is very small, only fits up to 14.5 centimeter wrists. Next up, we've got this rare Omega DeVille UFO. Super beautiful silver gray tapestry dial. Big case, it's 30 millimeters. Up next is Omega Seamaster, beautiful piece. Pops really beautifully. This is the James Bond type watch with the wavy dial. This one's silver wavy dial, so you might recognize the bracelet. Next up, a superb Omega Seamaster with black waffle or honeycomb dial as they call it. This one super stunning with rose gold indices, and yeah, just quite something. This one, it's a bit difficult to capture in pictures and video, but it looks amazing. Dial in superb condition. The original second hand was painted red. It lost a bit of the painting. It can be repainted if you want, but I prefer to leave things as I found. Yeah, this one is originally a men's watch, but it would fit very well for women as well nowadays. This is on my wrist, a bit small. It's 32 millimeter. Next up, we've got this Omega Constellation. This is Constellation Manhattan from 1990s or early 2000s. Beautiful piece, originally men's watch as well, but fits great for women as well nowadays. Then lastly in this row we have this beautiful Jaeger-LeCoultre Etrier. This model was also distributed by Hermès, as I'm sure you can recognize the Hermès H in there. Next up we've got a bunch of Cartier. First up we've got this Cartier VLC Vendôme. This one has a red lacquer dial. The dial isn't in the best condition. It has well, it's got spidering and also some spots. Let me just readjust my camera because it's getting dark here, so it's getting more difficult to record things. Case is in good condition overall, does have some plating loss on the sides, but yeah, it's reflected in the price, priced very affordably, so yeah, ready to go. Next up we've got this Cartier Colisée. This one has aftermarket diamonds, just pops so incredibly beautifully. During the day it's amazing, at night it's even more amazing. Yeah, when my wife wears this, can't stop looking at her wrist. It is quite something, just very, very stunning. Has a beautiful black spider dial. It's a bit difficult to see or show, but yeah, the dial has spider patina as you can see. Case is in a great condition overall. All of these are quartz except for this one and this one. I'll get to that later. Then we've got this Cartier Panthère Vendôme. This one is a unisex size, 30 millimeter. Well, originally men's size you could say, but nowadays works great for women as well nowadays. Very nice condition overall. Has a light patina around the center of the dial. Other than that, super sharp. Looks amazing. Let me just show it on my wrist real quick. This one, as I say, it works for men and women. For women, obviously, it will look a bit bigger on the wrist. Next up, we've got this Cartier Déclaration. This is a very special, rare bracelet type watch. So you've got diamonds at the top, and then the dial here. Dial is beautiful guilloche with blued hands. Normally this is attached to the top, but I have disconnected it because I want to replace the battery, so this will come with a fresh battery. The strap is brand new, custom made. You can adjust it to whichever size you want in here. Very comfortable to wear. Also works for men actually. Next up we've got this beautiful Cartier Tank Vermeil. This one is a manual wind, as you can see by the lack of quartz writing on the back. This one has a beautiful spider dial and nice hands. Just very nice condition overall, very fair for its age. This one is from the 1980s and yeah, will come freshly serviced as well. Then next up we've got this Cartier Tank Française, reference 2302. Very beautiful, all original condition with beautiful blued hands and the beautiful white guilloche dial. This one has already been serviced, is ready to be shipped out. This also originally men's watch, but works great for women as well nowadays. Then lastly, we have this beautiful Cartier Santos Galbe reference 1566, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, correct. Superb condition, looks really beautiful. Doesn't have the bracelet anymore, but that's why it comes on a leather strap. Very comfortable, looks amazing. The pictures and video really don't do it justice, especially now because it's very dark here. But this one looks incredible. Very sharp condition, works perfectly as well. Anyway, that's all for this listing. If you see anything you like, just message me on Instagram at kabawatch.edn. I can send you pictures and info and pricing and everything you want. Just to make it easier, the top row is between 2 and 5 juta, the majority around 2, 3. The middle row is 2 juta and then goes up to 10 juta. And then the bottom row is starts at 5 and the highest is 37. So everything else is in between. Anyway, hope you like it and yeah, just hit me up.